Hello and welcome to the much anticipated episode of ARK Survival Evolved. I am Silence and I'm a new YouTuber and streamer. You'll be able to get all of my information in the description below. I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm having a wonderful night. It's actually really late. I got to this much later than I expected to. And without further ado, this is ARK Survival Evolved. You'll have a start screen, hit join ARK. You will have several options for your survivor. You'll have official servers, unofficial servers, my survivors, favorites, friends, LAN, non-dedicated sessions, all that good stuff. So if you go to official servers, these are ones that are ran by ARK. You'll have also unofficial servers, stuff like this, where it's Anunnaki Genesis, PvE wiped. You have the center, Anunnaki Genesis. You'll have two different maps. There's the island in the center. There's also several modded maps that are completely different. You'd have to go to an unofficial server to play on one of those. And then you have several downloads for different mods. The one that we are going to be playing on during this series is a vanilla server on the island. So everything is going to be, the only difference is that we have a building mod, which is S+, and some of the timers, or not the timers, but some of the settings are a little bit different so that we can tame faster, gather faster, and gain XP faster so that the video can go ahead and continue on without having to be dragging. Like it does get a little grindy, and you'll see how it is. So you hit join, it will say joining server. Like I said, there's very few mods on here, so it should load up very fast. The more mods that you have on some servers, it will actually run a little bit longer for the load up. And I just want to take this time while we're waiting for this to say thank you very much for everybody that has already subscribed so far to my channel. I've started a Subnautica series. You should go ahead and check that out. There's also a build video for the new computer that I built to go ahead and start streaming and start YouTubing. I'm also going to be doing a like behind the scenes, like how do you start this YouTubing and streaming. Hopefully that it'll be like a vlog that will be starting soon. We got a connection timeout. I wonder why. And anybody that hasn't liked or subscribed to this video yet, please go ahead and like and subscribe the video if you do like it. And also, when you subscribe, you'll have access to a whole bunch of different videos that will be coming out soon. I'm going to branch out into different games that will be on the channel as well. And let's see if we can get into this server. And we're back. Sometimes you have a little bit of issues with the server and you need to go ahead and fix it. So this is the loading screen. This is where you get to make up your character. This game is very unique on how you get to make the character. You get to really, you get to control a lot of different things. Please ignore that you were killed by a Megalodon. I just wanted to make sure the server was working, so I made a character and played a little bit. But then now we're going to be remaking the character. You can do any time. You just lose your levels, you lose all your stuff. If you have any buildings or dinosaurs, you lose all that as well. So you get to change the skin color, so you can be extremely dark, or you can be light, or you can be tan. Let's go ahead and go with a tan color. That looks not bad. You can drag the character around and see how it looks all around as well. You got hair color. You have a wide range of hair color. So let's go with, white looks okay. You got eye color. You can actually see the eye color. It's easier to see than it is right now on your actual character, but the eyes are blue. You can kind of see them go like a red color and then a yellow color. Oh, you got jaundice. You can change the head size, so your head can be really big, head can be kind of small. Just go, that looks good. Upper face size, you can make the where the eyebrows are go up and down, bigger and smaller. You can have the lower face size, you can make it kind of bulgy, you can make it really sunk in. Let's go with a little bit, let's go with a little bit bulgy. You got head width, you can make it really wide, you can make it really narrow, so let's kind of go with a nice medium. Head height, you can make it real tall, you can make it real small. Head depth, I'm not quite sure 100% what this does, but let's just keep it in the middle. You got your hands, you can make the hands small, big, let's go right here. You got your arm length, you can make them really long arms, really short arms. Let's go with like a short-ish kind of arms. You got the upper arms, you can make them real big, like he's been working out really hard. You can make them like he'd never worked out before. Let's go with kind of big, but not too big. We got lower arms, you can make them super big, super small. Let's go with kind of biggish. Your neck size, let's make him like he's freaking The Rock. You have your neck length, so you can make him really tall, really sunk in. Let's go about right there. Chest bulges out, sinks in. Shoulders, so it's very customizable on what you can actually do. Let's mess with his hips a little bit. Torso is right under the breast area. Yeah, the torso height, it's kind of tallish. The depth is actually the ab area, so you can see that moving around. Let's put it right there. Make them not too tall. His upper legs, lower legs, and his feet. The feet actually shrink and enlarge. We're gonna go ahead and name him Silence, which is how you spell it, S lowercase I L 3 and X. So there's Silence. And let's go with, you can spawn almost anywhere. You can see where it's moving around on different parts of the map where you can actually spawn. Let's go with right about there, or let's see here. I think South 1 is a decent area. Let's go ahead and create the survivor, see how this goes. You're waking up, trying to figure out what's going on. And you see like, oh, what's that? You want to pull that out? It probably itches pretty bad. Alright, so it looks like we're in third person mode, so you can be in third person mode. You can be in first person mode. First person is what you'll play most of the time. You'll look around, you look in the lower right hand corner, you have your experience, you have your weight, how much is on you, you have water, food, stamina, and your health. If you press I, you can open up your inventory. You should have all your inventory items. You have a specimen implant to start off with. It's like an alien implant that you actually use. That's right here. You use it to look at your inventory. You got your craftables, so stone pick and a torch is about the only things you can do right now. So what we're gonna do, oh, that's a parasaur. Look at that guy. So you got a parasaur. It's level 64. That'd probably take a while to tame. But we need some stuff, so we're gonna punch a tree. Level, so you wouldn't level that fast originally, but we have the stuff turned on the server so that we can actually show you guys faster on how to do things on the server. So let's go ahead and start with a little bit of weight. These are your engrams. So when you level, you get a certain amount of engrams. Right now we have 8 engrams. I think a stone hatchet would be really good to have, and then some protection. So you're consuming 3 points for each one of these, so that's why I went down by 3. So now we have 2 left. There's nothing really that you can get for 2 points. So we're going to go ahead and close that. We're going to punch this tree a little bit more. It's getting thatch and wood. You need 1 wood, 10 thatch, and you need a stone. So let's go look for a stone. You pick them up off the ground. Not all of them can be picked up. You see all this stone right here? None of that stone can be picked up. So let's go ahead and craft that. And let's see here. You go back to your inventory, and you have these hotkeys. So you have 1 through 0, so 1 through 9, and then 0 on the number pad above your keys. So if you press 1, you pull out your pick. Like, doesn't that just, the graphics look amazing? Doesn't that look great? So now you can hit a rock, and you get flint. Looks like we leveled again. So campfire would probably be good, because we'll probably need a campfire. Oh, we need to level our point first. So let's do weight again. So now we have 10 engram points. Let's do campfire. And then let's go with, like right now we're by water. So you see the water right here? You'll actually need, if you go up to the water and you press E, you'll actually drink the water if you need any water. So all this water is drinkable. So let's go ahead and let's do some pants and a shirt. So let's see here. So those need 50 fiber and 40 fiber in order to craft those. And I'll show you how to get fiber in a minute. It looks like we can make the hatchet. It needs 1 flint, 1 wood, 10 thatch. So let's go ahead and craft that. So the hatchet is good for, it's a large stone pick, or the pick I mean, large stone pick for harvesting, primarily flint from rocks, thatch from trees, and meat from bodies. And then you have the hatchet, and the hatchet is for trees. You get wood from trees, stone from rocks, and skin from bodies. So they have their own purpose, each one. So if you use this, you'll get some flint, but you'll get mostly stone. And if you use this, you'll get mostly flint, and probably a little bit of stone. There you go. So the primary source of food right now we're going to need is going to be from berries. So you go up to these plants right here, and you press E, or you can hold E. I like to tap E because it's faster. And you get berries from. So we got 6 fiber, 2 azul berries, 4 ama berries, and narco berries. The blue one and the yellow ones are used for food. The black one is used to keep things asleep. So in order to tame a dino, you have to actually figure out a way to knock out the dino, and then you have to keep it asleep by using narco berries, and then later on narcotics. So we have a dodo right here. It's a 32 dodo. You would actually need mejo berries, which we don't have any right now, to tame it. To begin with, you could punch it, and that would knock it out. Not all dinos can be knocked out by, well, I guess they can all be knocked out by being punched, but you don't want to knock out all dinos by being punched, so you can try to punch the dodo. Let's see here. Let's keep punching them. So this is the easiest way to knock out a dodo before you have anything to be able to knock out the dodo with. So let's go ahead and, because we don't need to tame this dodo yet, we don't have any mejo berries, we can probably use some hide from it. So if you go ahead and hit it with the axe, you can kill it, and then you can harvest meat and hide. So we got 13 meat and 4 hide, which is now in our inventory. So let's go ahead and get some more plants. You can see we're getting some stem berries, some tinto berries, some fiber. Let's go ahead and try to make some of our clothes. So let's gather some fiber real quick. So the resources won't be gathered this fast while on an official server, but depending on the modded server, you'd be able to gather a different amount of resources at different speeds. We have an Anunnaki Genesis server, which is a complete overhaul of the dinos, the levels, the difficulty, and because of that, you will get, so a lot of times they put the gathering up higher as well. So maybe instead of getting 5 fiber or 13 fiber from a tree, you'd get 50 fiber from a tree. All that can be customizable on a modded server, but on an official server, you only get the minimal amount, the actual amount that the game was originally intended to give you. So let's see if we can craft any of this yet. So we can do the pants and the shirt. So we'll have that queued up right here, and I'll make both of them. I do have a level, so let's do another one in weight, because we need some weight. We need some health as well. Now we got some new stuff. So we have, there's thatch foundations to start building. You got the door frame, and then you have wall, and you have door. And let's go ahead and get the roof so we can start building something. We don't have enough engrams to get any kind of storage boxes or beds or anything like that yet, but we can actually start building a building. So we need, let's see what we need. So for thatch foundation, You need 20 thatch, 6 wood, and 15 fiber, which we have some fiber. So let's go ahead and go with wood, or thatch first. So the pick, like I said, gets thatch. Let's put on our clothes, I forgot about that. So we got a little bit of clothes. So the whole idea is that you're trying to survive in a world that has these dinos. From what I've heard, you've been placed on this island by an alien species that is trying to figure out what your survivability is. So you're figuring out, with what they've provided to you, how to make certain tools in order to do this. So let's see, can we get a foundation? So we can do 3 foundations. So you have a craft item and craft all. So you just click on the engram, and then you can get craft all if that's what you want to do. I'm going to do 4 foundations. So the foundations go into your inventory. We got another level. So let's go ahead and get a storage box as well, so we can get that started. Okay, we're going to do 3 foundations. So now what do we need? We need, for another foundation, we need some fiber. So let's collect some more fiber. You can't have any tools in your hand while you're doing this. And you go up and you press E. Okay. Let's see here. Let's just get a little bit of fiber to hold us off for a little bit. We're also getting all these berries. You'll notice that our food is about halfway now. Mejo berries are good for taming, so we don't want to eat those. But these other berries, you can go ahead and use item. When you use item, you'll eat them. You'll notice your food starts going up and your water goes up with berries. We can also cook the meat, and the meat will only make your food go up. Let's see if we can do that. So we can do a campfire. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. So we're going to place it. You can place it anywhere on the ground that no other buildings are. So you'll notice that it gets a little hidden because of all the foliage on the ground. So let's go closer to the water. We're probably going to build close to the water too. So let's go right here. So it says must contain fuel such as wood or thatch to light the fire. Cooks raw meat when lit. So let's go ahead and we can. If you shift and double click, you'll put 5 in. If you just double click, you'll put 1 in. Let's go ahead and put that raw meat in there and light fire. So now you have a fire going, and it's going to cook this meat. You'll see how it'll turn into cooked meat. It also can be spoiled, so it'll spoil in 1 hour, 5 minutes. It's a lot faster on a official server. So let's see. So you have 1 cooked meat. So if you eat that cooked meat, we're at 84 food. Gives you a lot more food, so it jumps up a lot higher from cooked meat. So let's just let that cook for a minute. Get some more fiber. And let's see, we'll do 1 more foundation, and then we'll go ahead and place our foundations. I like to use slot 5. So we'll go over here. This looks like a nice flattish area right here. So we'll do that one, that one, that one, and you're just left clicking to make it place. So now we have 4 foundations. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, saving 8 walls. So let's go ahead and get these 8 walls going. It's turning into nighttime. You'll see how dark it gets in the night. Got another level. We'll deal with that in a minute. And like I said, we're leveling much faster than what you would normally. So before we even get this thatch house done, we're actually going to be able to get into wood probably. So let's go ahead and do a little more health. So as you can see, we already have wooden walls, wooden foundations. Well, let's just make the thatch house for the sake of this video. I'll probably upgrade it later off video. So let's leave those engrams for now. And let's do 5 walls. And we need 8, right? So, let's see. Get a little bit of wood. A little bit of thatch. fiber. Let's see. So now it's turning into night. If you hold H, you can see what day it is. Day 69. So the server's been running for a little bit. It's 11 degrees Celsius. We're at the southern islets, or islets, sorry. It's 22:05, so it's in military time. You can see that we are cold in the lower left-hand corner, so food decreases faster as the ambient temperature gets lower. You can see all your food levels and your water levels and your weight levels and all of that as well. So let's go ahead and make some more walls. So we had 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's go ahead and, actually I messed up. One of them is going to have to be a door. So let's go place these walls real quick, and then we'll see how we have to do the door. I'll put them in slot 5 again. So they place like this. You'll see that the wood's on the inside, so the structure part's on the inside, and the thatch is on the outside. And I leveled again. Let's do some melee damage. You'll notice that it's green when you can actually place it. And like I said, we messed up because we need to have a doorway right here. So let's go ahead and get some more wood and more thatch. Let's see what we actually need. Let's see. So we need more fiber actually. We don't actually need wood and thatch right now. We need fiber. Let's go up to these plants. Okay, let's gather a little bit more fiber. Go through it pretty quickly. So let's do a doorway and a door, and the rest are going to be roofs. So we only have 2 and we need 4. We'll see what we actually need. It looks like we're going to need some thatch and some fiber. Let's see here. Thatch. Yeah, thatch and fiber. So let's get some thatch. You'll notice that my weight is getting a little bit high, and that's going to be okay because we're going to offload all this stuff in a minute. Okay, let's get a little bit more. If you hold shift, you actually get to run. Let's do, how many roofs did we have? We have 2 roofs, so we need 2 more. 1, 2. Okay. And when you're crafting, you actually you run slower or you walk slower because you can't really move while you're making something. So it's going to take a minute. Let's go check where our fire was, which is right here. And we probably have, so now we have 7 food. We have some more raw food on there. We can throw some of this wood on there and continue it going. It also makes us a little bit warmer, so if you notice when we get closer, the cold goes away. But it's not really that big of a concern because we have food, and that's what's decreasing is our food. So we'll just go over here. We will place... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, man. Let's see if I can make another one. Another doorway. Yep, can make another one. Great. Put these here, take that, and I want it right there. There we go. So sometimes that happens. It's not a big deal. You get half of your stuff back. So there's the door. So now you have an opening and closing door. You just need to press E to open and close it. If you actually hold E, you get more options. You have demolish, unlock, open, and set pin code. So if you're on a server where you want people to be able to get in by pin code, you can actually set the pin code. So now we have our roofs. So we're just going to press 5, do roof, 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 and roof. So bam. So now we have our house. Normally you'd want to make it a little bit higher. Let's go ahead and gamma. Maybe gamma 4 so you guys can see. So we have our 4 walls. Our door is right here. Nope, door is right here. It's very hard to see with thatch. So you look on the outside. So now you have the foundations and the walls. You'd normally probably want to make it too high so it's a little easier to get in, like, the look of the character. See how the roof is just next to my house? If I was a little bit taller, I'd actually hit or go through the roof. Alright, so we got that going. And the last thing is we have a sleeping bag and then a bed. So the bed and sleeping bag let you respawn when you die near where or where your house is or wherever you placed it. So we actually need 15 wood, 80 thatch, 30 fiber, and 40 hide. Or the sleeping bag is 25 hide and 15 fiber. As you can see, I only have 4 hide. So I have to kill quite a few things to be able to. Oh, that's a pterodon. So look at that, male pterodon 32. We can actually tame that later on and fly around with it. It's actually pretty cool. Let's go ahead and kill this dodo. Get some more hide. You can see it getting bloody. There it goes. Got 11 more hide. Still not enough. Now we have 15 hide. Let's see here. We're going to do this and let's do a little more weight. Alright. So right now I'm level 9. My armor is 20. You have hypothermal and hyperthermal insulation. You have your location and where you spawned. You have the temperature, the time of day. So it's 1 in the morning right now. And what day that the server's on. Or how many days you quote unquote have survived. So we're going to leave it at that. And we're going to go into our house. When you log out, you actually just kind of crumple on the ground. So you want to make sure that you log in a secure place in case a bad dinosaur comes by and wants to kill you. It may still happen, and with it being thatch house, it's actually not very strong. So we'll be upgrading this really fast. And so we're just going to leave it at that for today, and we'll see in the next episode what we get to. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you hit the like button and subscribe, you'll be able to see more videos. And I do Subnautica as well as other videos, and I got a build video for a PC. So I hope you really enjoyed it. Again, thank you very much, and have a wonderful day.